Maya thought she was saving her life, but she was actually destroying her own home. Every piece of advice she followed came from someone she trusted, someone who smiled with her at work, someone who listened when she cried, someone she called a friend. But months after her divorce, while scrolling online late one night, Maya saw wedding photos. Her ex-husband Daniel, in a suit, smiling. Next to the woman in a white dress was Tasha, her co-worker, her confidant, the same woman who told her to leave him. Maya and Daniel had been married for 9 years. They had 2 beautiful children, a little girl who loved to sing around the house, and a playful boy who followed his dad everywhere. Their marriage wasn't perfect. They argued about bills, parenting stress, exhaustion after long days, but there was still love in that home, still movie nights, still shared jokes, still quiet moments after the kids slept. What Maya didn't know was that repeating your frustrations to the wrong person can turn small problems into permanent damage. At work, Maya grew close to Tasha. Tasha had been divorced for years. She often talked about how lonely life felt, how hard it was going home to an empty house, how she hated sleeping alone. Maya felt sorry for her, and because she thought she had found someone safe, she opened up. She talked about arguments at home, shared disappointments, shared tears. Tasha listened carefully, but not with the heart of a friend, with the mind of someone who wanted what Maya had. At night, after small arguments with Daniel, Maya wouldn't sleep. She'd lie in bed, frustrated, and reach for her phone. Instead of turning toward her husband, she turned to Tasha. "We argued again. He doesn't understand me. I'm so tired of this marriage." And Tasha was always awake, always ready. "See? I told you. That's emotional stress. You're not supposed to live like that. One day you'll thank yourself for leaving." Every disagreement at home became a case file at work. Every private moment became a discussion with someone who didn't want the marriage to survive. And slowly, without realizing it, Maya stopped seeing her husband as a partner and started seeing him through Tasha's pain-filled lens. As Tasha's voice got louder in Maya's life, Daniel's voice got quieter in her heart. The advice didn't just change how she thought. It changed how she acted. Maya stopped cooking dinner like she used to. Meals became cold silence or takeout on separate sides of the couch. She stopped sitting beside him, stopped laughing at the small things they once shared. And slowly, she stopped being affectionate. Every time Daniel tried to get close, she remembered Tasha's words. "Don't let him think everything is okay. Men only change when they feel they are losing you. Stop giving him the comfort he hasn't earned." So Maya pulled away. What Daniel saw was rejection. What Maya thought she was doing was protecting herself. But in reality, she was following instructions from someone who wanted the marriage to fail. Lesson: a marriage can't heal when a third voice is louder than the 2 people inside it. Some problems need conversation, not commentary. After months of hearing, "You're unhappy. You're settling. You're being disrespected," Maya started believing it. Small issues became big in her mind. Normal arguments felt like proof the marriage was failing. One night, after another disagreement, she heard Tasha's voice in her head louder than her own heart. And she said the words, "I want a divorce." Daniel was shocked, confused, heartbroken. He didn't want to lose his family. For months, he begged her to reconsider. He asked for counseling, promised to work on himself, tried to fix what he didn't even fully understand was broken. But every time Maya started to soften, Tasha was there. "Don't fall for that. He'll never change. You'll regret staying more than leaving." So Maya hardened her heart. And months later, the divorce was final. She thought she was choosing peace. After the divorce, Maya rented a small apartment. It was quiet. Too quiet. No little footsteps in the morning. No Daniel's voice calling from the other room. No family dinners. No shared laughter. Just silence. 1 week later, the weight finally hit her. She missed him. Missed their family. Missed the life she once complained about. And for the first time, without Tasha's voice in her ear, she heard her own heart clearly. She realized something painful. Maybe the marriage wasn't perfect, but it wasn't worth losing. Maybe the problems could have been fixed. Maybe she had made a mistake. Months later, while scrolling online late at night, she saw the photos. A wedding. Tasha in a white dress, standing beside Daniel, smiling the smile Maya once wore. Every conversation replayed in her mind. Every piece of advice. Every warning. Every push to leave. Maya drove to Tasha's place, shaking with anger and heartbreak. When the door opened, Tasha stood there, calm. "How could you?" Maya cried. "You were my friend." Tasha didn't look guilty. She smiled. "You left him," she said. "I didn't steal anything. You pushed me." Maya shouted. Tasha shrugged. "I told you what I believed. You chose to listen." Then she delivered the final blow. "You should have protected your family. You don't let outsiders come between your marriage." And in that moment, Maya understood. The same voice that guided her out of her home was the one waiting at the door to walk in. It was never about helping her heal. It was about clearing the seat. That night, Maya sat on the edge of her bed, staring at her phone. Her pride was gone. Her anger had faded. Only regret remained. She dialed Daniel's number with shaking hands. When he answered, her voice broke. "I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I listened to the wrong person. I should have fought for us, for our family. Can we try again?" There was a long silence on the other end. When Daniel finally spoke, his voice was calm, but distant. "I beg you to stay," he said softly. "I asked you to work on it. I waited." Her heart pounded. "But now, I've moved on." The call ended, and for the first time, Maya truly understood something painful. Some doors don't close loudly. They close quietly, after you walk away from them yourself. Lesson: don't take permanent advice from people who won't live with the consequences.